Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic week. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 stocks that should give you an edge going into next week. All of these have solid strategies behind them. I never buy a stock without a stock strategy first. I always know what I am doing as far as going in and where I plan to exit. If this happens, I will exit. If this, and this happens, I will exit. It is so important to have a plan. And if you have no plan in the stock market and you are randomly buying stocks and not having success, I highly recommend you check out in the description down below. We have our Patreon group. In that group, in that basic level for only $27 a month, you will find solid strategies that are talked about within this series. So the buyback strategy, you will find stocks, the insider swing play, and the PDUFA run-up strategy. And if you are looking for solid plays, that is a great place to go to get it. I hope to see you there. Month to date, so far, I am currently at an 8.69% gain. Hopefully all of you are having a gain so far this month. And year to date, personally, I am at a 180.67% gain. I only say that to say this. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a stock trader who has had success trading in the stock market. And you can have that type of success also if you have solid strategies behind your plays. But before we get going in this video, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. Please share this video with your friends. I, of course, would be very honored by that. Okay, so let's start. I always track my trades, and if you are not in the habit of this, this is a very good practice for you to do as a trader. I talk about it each and every week. I track every trade by strategy and I analyze it. I take a look, okay, so I lost on this stock and this stock and this stock. What do they have in common? And I'm always tweaking and trying to make my strategies better and better. So we have, and we'll start with my insider swing play, which has an average gain per pick of 3% per pick. Most of these picks last from 3 to 5 days and a 70% win rate. Now, I have been tracking my trades on this and I noticed something with my losers, and I think I may be on to something here. Had a better success rate this week and a more than double of my average. And so that is pretty cool. So let's cover the stocks that I sold this previous week with the insider swing play. All these are covered in our basic Discord. The first is SURG, sold for a 4.34% gain. The next is MGNX, sold for a 1.92% gain. Then we have OSCR, sold for a 6.53% loss. AVTX sold for a 1.53% gain, and MTEM sold for a 28.73% gain. So that was 4 out of 5 winners. That's an 80% win rate. This strategy averages 70% in the last 5 years. My average gain per pick on this is 6.01%, so more than double of my average of 3%. Definitely MTEM helped out, and that was a great stock and a great one to trade. All right, the PDUFA run-up play. I had quite a few of these that I ended up selling this last week. Sold 3 this last week and sold AVDL for an 8.31% gain. That one took about 2 weeks. It was pretty good. The next is CCXI, sold for a 12.06% gain. And then finally OPK at close on Friday, sold for a 1.1% loss. That is really too bad because that one had insider activity and I was up in it, but I had to sell it due to the delay in the PDUFA date. If you see that in your headline notifications, that means get out. It is never good on that. So that's 2 out of 3, 66% win rate, 6.42% average gain per pick. All right, so let's get you a new list to help you to be successful this next week. And a lot of the stocks in this list are the PDUFA strategy, and that is taking advantage of FDA dates and the PDUFA fee dates that the FDA sets on drug approval. So a lot of times you can play the run up on these stocks, and I love them, but we have gotten some denials, and the FDA is being pretty stringent on what it's approving right now. If it's not COVID related, seems to not get a nod. There's been some really important drugs that they have declined to accept. And then we have our insider swing play, which most of these are insiders. This is based on insider activity of officers that is reported to the SEC on Form 4s. Not all significant. I sift through and have lots of experience of sifting through and finding the significant ones that you will want to trade, and that's what you get out of that group. And then I have one of my buyback strategy and another one of my golden strategy. Both those are covered in our premium rooms, and the buyback strategy is basically when a board approves buybacks, and the golden strategy is based upon institutional ownership and value combined. And so anyway, let's get to it. Number seven is Oyster Point Pharma, and this is brand new to the list. This is a PDUFA run-up, and this is ticker symbol OYST. My price target for this is $18.25. I originally got in on this and called this out in our group at $13.69 average. So since calling it out is down 10.17%, but I know it will run as we get closer to the PDUFA date of October 17th. And the drug is for dry eye disease, which affects millions and millions of people in the United States. And so we shall see if we get a nice run up on this one. It is a low volume stock, so it can be very volatile. So I think that this one has a great chance of running as we get going. Some levels of resistance that you can see here, $15 a share is a level of resistance that's pretty serious. It's been kind of coming down since that time, but I think that this is going to be a great run up, and we should at least get back to that level. But I think as high as 18.25 is what I'm looking for. All right, number six. Number six is an insider swing play that just had insider activity reported. This is ticker symbol EVRG. This is EVRG. My price target for this stock is $69 a share. I got in it at $63.85 since calling this out the other day. It is down 1.10%, so down a little bit. But if you are watching this on YouTube, this is a golden opportunity to get in. I think that this one will really move, and here is why. The CEO and Chief Financial Officer both bought this dip that you see here. They both bought up this dip and heavy, $500,000 a piece in open market. And both transactions were extremely significant. So I do expect this to bounce really, really nicely. My price target for it is $69 a share, and I think this one is going to be great. All right, number 5 is another insider swing play, and this is United Insurance Holding, ticker symbol UIHC. And anyway, my price target for this is $4.25. I called it out at $3.74 on massive insider activity. Since calling it out, is down 3.66%, so not doing that great. But this is a golden opportunity for you if you are not in this stock. This one's a really good one, and the reason is because two directors and the CFO both bought shares in open market. So that's 3 different officers buying shares in open market, and it's a fantastic value. As you can see, this dip here is very, very unreasonable. This is definitely a value insider swing play. And what that means is that they bought up the dip here, and this was way oversold, just ridiculously. So it makes sense that they bought it up. There's tons of room to run up to this being overbought at least. We have a nice MACD crossover that's happened here. Lots of good stuff. And with those 3 different officers, that is very, very bullish, which means that I think the stock is going to go up a lot. All right, let's go to number 4. All right, number 4 has been on this list a little while, and it continues to get beaten up a little bit, and this is Bitfarm, ticker symbol BITF. My price target for this is $20 a share. I really have high conviction in this play, and I got quite a few messages this last week saying, hey, I'm down 20%. And I'm like, yes, I know, because I'm down 20%. So, but I do believe in this, and there's lots of value here. This is the best hash rate versus market cap, and this is part of my golden strategy. My price target for it's $20 a share. My average in it is $5.98. Since calling this out, is down 19.10%. But Bitcoin at some point will stop getting bad news, and everyone's trying to crack down on it. You know, you have China trying to crack down again. But hopefully we get some clarity from the SEC. There's some big catalyst that could happen. Also, with other countries looking to adopt Bitcoin, this could increase circulation, and this is not going to go away. I am very bullish in that I think the stock is going to be at all-time highs by the end of the year as Bitcoin rises. So be patient. I know we're down. If you got in on this earlier with the big run that we had earlier, made 80% on this stock before. So now down 20%, which is kind of a bummer to give back some of that, but this is temporary. And remember, before the big run, we were down 20% before that started to happen. So hang in there. I think it's going to be great. All right, number 3 is Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. This is part of my buyback strategy. My price target for it is $330 a share. Since calling this out, it is down 1.46%. My average in it is $303.80. So they approved a $60 billion buyback plan. So once the market starts to stabilize and we start to see the market move upwards, which it started to do on Thursday and Friday, I expect that to continue at least through Monday. Anyway, I think that this one is going to really pump itself up. And you can see it's on a really nice streak here. It's not overvalued by any means at all at a 53 RSI. And so I think this one can really turn positive. And with $60 billion buyback, even though this is an expensive stock, that will put lots of buying pressure on the stock. I expect it to move upwards. All right, number 2 is another insider swing play. Insiders have been hot. This is MYOV Sciences, ticker symbol MYOV. I know this one's been on the list a while, but it continues to go up. So why take it off? My price target for this is $45 a share. And as soon as the insider activity stops or ceases in some way, then I might consider selling this. But while insiders continue to load, this keeps happening day after day after day after day. This is really kind of crazy, and no one's paying attention to this. I really feel like no one's talking about MYOVant. And but what's going on is Summitovant continues to buy big into this stock. More purchases Friday reported in after hours in an SEC Form 4. This is like 45 days in a row of insider activity. This is getting crazy. Since calling this out, it's up 12.18%. This is nothing. The run hasn't even started yet. My price target for this is $45 a share, and I expect this to continue to climb as Summitovant continues to buy up shares. And so this is a good one to get into. I think it's got more upside, so we should be doing well. All right, number 1 continues to be Tuesday morning, ticker symbol TUEM. And all who watch my videos, you know this was a number 1 pick last week. Well, this continues to be a number 1 pick. And if you got in on this, congratulations. This was a great move, and it's continuing still. This is not over yet. My price target on this is $5 a share. This is an insider swing play. My average in it is $2.12. Since calling this out, it is up 29.99%. Lots of officers bought an open market. Now the question is, did you? And if you did not, why didn't you? This last week in my top 7 video, I talked about this. And this has been a great week for this, but the RSI is still 45. It's still below 45. This is still a fantastic value. This could hit overbought levels, which what I mean is I think the price could go way up. And so this is a good one to definitely get into. We just recently had a MACD cross on the daily chart. We're looking very good and very strong. Continued strength is what I expect. And we have this gap up here that should be paid attention to at 412. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, this should continue to be great. Hopefully all of you have made money on this. I wish all you guys and gals all the best on the stock market, and continue to fight and continue to work on your strategies. Please track your trades. Don't just blindly go into stuff and blindly go out of stuff and not have a plan. That is not the way to make money on the stock market, and eventually you will get punished for your choices. Even if you got lucky with it, let's say an AMC, that's one that pops up in my comment section a lot. Let's say you got lucky on AMC and you made 500%, but you never sold it, and now it's continuing down and you're starting to get kind of close and you're just kind of holding in there. You just kind of have no plan. Well, that thing could plummet all the way to $5 and you could be down 50%. So, learn to take profits, learn to have a strategy in taking profits. Say to yourself, if I get this far up, this is very beginner, but if I get 50% up in a stock, I'm taking my profits and I don't feel bad. Or if I hit 100%, you can do what Kramer does a lot. If you get 100% up, you sell half. And then now you're playing with the house's money kind of way. But anyway, develop a strategy, develop something that works for you, and track your trades. I wish you all the best on the stock market, and Raythoven out.